Captain Dean Show.
Welcome back to another super exciting episode of the Captain Dean Show that I was not planning on filming today. I just got home from work. There was this box on my front porch. I don't have anything ordered at the moment. I had no idea what this was. And then I looked at the return address, and it was from a person I consider a close friend. We've known each other for quite a few years now. We've never met because I live in Kentucky and he lives in Southern California. I'm going to have to buy a plane ticket. I'm going to have to fly to San Diego and give this man a hug and have some coffee and some sombrero. This package is from Allan Corona, who I discovered many years ago on Instagram when he was getting started on building custom Mark Hoppus replica bases, and I've watched him grow over the years, and I've been an extremely big fan of watching his work and watching him progress all the way to the point where he built Mark a custom bass. He has painted guitars for many celebrities at this point that I'm a huge fan of musically, but most importantly, my main two bass heroes would be Mark and Ian from New Found Glory. A couple weeks ago, Alan sent me a message saying that he was really proud of some of my most recent things that I've painted this year, and just sent me a very long message of encouragement. Extremely thankful, thoughtful, just the utmost of pleasantries that you could send to someone to give them 2 thumbs up and a pat on the back to keep going. And of course, I've been doing that to him since day one, because he's not only a great guitar painter, he builds the damn things. I buy cheap shit off Facebook and paint it, but he actually builds basses. So we're on the same planet, but in 2 different levels of work ethic, I guess you could say. So anyway, he messaged me a while back saying that he was going to send me some paint cans that he had no use for. And so when I discovered that it had his name on the box, I was under the impression that this was paint cans. And when I picked it up and brought it back here to my room, it made a couple of sound effects that I figured out what it was, and I've been emotional for the last 15 minutes or so before I set all this up, so forgive me for that. Anyway, I sent Alan a message and made a joke about, hey, that's a lot of paint cans, and he said that he still had the paint cans, and he basically said that he wanted me to have this because he is a fan of what I'm doing and what I've been painting, and he wanted to give me a token of appreciation to keep going and to keep doing this and to keep getting better. Well, Alan, first and foremost, thank you so much for the inspiration that you've given me, but those encouraging words have been just replaying in my brain ever since I got home and texted you, and now setting up this video to make this unboxing ceremony. As I was bringing it down the hallway, there were some sounds coming out of it that kind of gave me a hint of what this could be. Once I set it up here on the floor and the table and everything, I can kind of see the words right there. That it is a painting rig for guitars. I didn't ask for this. I didn't order it. We've never had this conversation. He just decided to, out of the kindness of this unbelievably kind man's heart, to just send this to me without me knowing about it. So Wow. The reason I'm so emotional, one, it's just the unbelievably kind for him to do this. So I'm really overwhelmed with the fact that this is such a sweet gift that he sent to me. But I've been madly in love with painting, and especially painting guitars and instruments since I was a very young person. My first electric guitar that I got when I was 12 years old, it was a wine red color, and that only lasted for maybe 6 months before I painted it white and put some orange stripes and crackled it and put stickers on it. And it's been a lifelong thing for me. I started doing that when I was 12, and now I'm 49, and I feel like I've kind of graduated, which is why I started this whole thing with the YouTube videos and showing off my artwork, so to speak, a little show and tell to show off what I've painted, why I painted it, the inspiration behind where it came from. But this is going to be an incredible game changer for me, and I am very overwhelmed right now with happy tears and thankfulness. And before I pushed record on my phone, I was texting back and forth with Allan. I didn't have words except thank you. That's all I could say is how nice this is and how thoughtful it was, and I'm very thankful. So, okay. So without further ado, we're going to open this box and have a look at what Mr. Allan Corona has sent to me. Oh man. This was very unexpected, and it is currently November, and I do not have a temperature controlled space. I've always painted outside. And this past spring I built a little room up in my attic that's just a cloth draped square with some ventilation, and that's how I was able to paint all the projects I had this year. And I've always used a coat hanger rack. I've used one guy gave me a guitar to paint, and it came with that wooden stick paddle thing, so I got to use that, but it still hung from like a bungee cord, you know. Like I've always been a very DIY person, very MacGyver, and let the tears flow. Hey Dean, I've been a fan of your bases for a while, and I thought this would help with the painting process. Keep on painting rad color schemes. Allan. Whew. Well, it is safe to say, Allan, that I will very much be painting rad colors and rad stuff for the foreseeable future. Well, there you go. There's the unboxing video. It looks like some assembly is required. Batteries not included. I am absolutely blown away at how nice this guy is. And wow, this is definitely going to be a game changer for me. And thank you so much, Allan. I can't really contain my emotion right now, but I really appreciate this. This is what an amazing gift. Thank you so much. And I guess from here on, I'll make a video of when this is assembled and when the weather and everything is just right for me to take on my first project to put onto this. So that's it. That's the video. That's all I got. Next time you see this, all of this will be assembled, and I will be painting hopefully a really cool bass or guitar for whoever wants it. So thank you, Allan Corona, and that's all I got. That's all I got. I got nothing else to say. I am very very overwhelmed with happiness right now. So thank you, and we'll see you next time.